you by the Mice Pod. Mice Pod at micechat.com and micepod.com. Micechat.com.
Greetings, Universal Orlando fans. It's time for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the 100% unofficial Universal Orlando podcast with me, your host, Lee, and joining me, as always, my good lady wife, the olive oil to my Popeye, Tracey.
Hello everybody.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed our episode 4.5. It was great to have an extra person on, and Juz was brilliant, and I knew when we came to discussing that Juz was the person I wanted to have on it, and I think it was spot on. It worked out perfectly. It was a perfect person to have on, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he might be the first of many guests.
Yeah, we hope so. So yeah, thanks very much, Juz. It was great for you. Great to have you on. Really appreciate you coming on. It was great to hear your opinions on the news. And it was also great to have some help taking the mickey out of Lee.
Yeah, I'd just like to say to everyone, thanks for all the feedback. With some really good feedback off the last show. That same people saying that the sound quality is getting a lot better. Say we're both on separate mics now.
Yep. Yeah, means we can talk over each other now.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, there's a new editing software we're using.
That's helping. It's making it so much easier
difference
for me editing the show. Yeah.
We've noticed an improvement in sound quality and the way we're doing things.
Thanks. So I'll listen to the show just to, obviously for what's the word I'm looking for? Quality control.
Oh,
and it's sounding pretty good. No, not vanity. No, I hate listening to myself. And on top of that, we've had to upgrade our Podbean account again, as we've exceeded our bandwidth.
We're not complaining.
No, not at all.
No. We just want to say thank you to all of our lovely loyal listeners for increasing the downloads and spending our money.
So yeah, after all that, let's get on with the show.
It's time for my Things Dads Don't Think About segment. As I said last time, these ideas and bits of advice might also apply to new parents, grandparents, aunts or uncles, or anyone taking someone else's child to a theme park for the day. This time, we're discussing boo-boos and first aid. As you enter the park, it's worth taking a few minutes to find out where the first aid stations are situated. You dads tend not to take plasters or liquid paracetamol with you, and it's amazing how much even a slight graze feels better to a child with a trophy plaster across it. If the first aid stations aren't marked on the map, circle them yourselves. In Universal Studios, they can be found at Canal Street between New York and San Francisco sets, directly across from the Beetlejuice Graveyard Review. This one's the main health services station, and the other can be found at Family Services near the Studio Audience Centre. Now, if you're in Islands of Adventure, the first aid is located inside Guest Services lobby, just to the right of the main entrance turnstiles. The main health services station is in Sinbad's Village in the Lost Continent. Look for the Red Cross across from Oasis Coolers. If in doubt, seek advice from one of the first aid stations.
This brings us to our second section of our Walk the Walk segment. So, Tracey, we've been through the car park, we've took the right turn out of City Walk into Universal Studios, right? Yes. We've been through Production Central, right? We've rode Jimmy Neutron for the last time before it closes.
We have.
We've got our photos with SpongeBob.
Yep.
We've been over and seen Shrek, got bounced around on the seats.
Yep.
We've rode Rip Ride Rocket, can't even remember what songs we rode. We've bought some crap from all the shops.
Yep.
We move on through, which brings us to
New York.
And the first attraction we would come to would be
Twister,
right.
Or Twister Ride It Out.
Ride It Out, that's right, you're right. Yeah, for people who haven't been, I think this is something we missed out last time, would you like to explain what Twister is? Keep it clean, what the attraction entails, not what it is.
Well, basically, they're recreating a scene from the movie where there's a twister coming and you have a flying cow on strings and you have, well, you see they actually create a twister, which, that is pretty impressive. I will give them that.
It is, yeah.
There's lots of wind, you get splattered by rain, and it's very, very noisy.
Yep, that's pretty much it. No height restriction on it.
Nope.
Continuous shows throughout the day.
With no queues.
Nope. The attraction opened on May the 4th, Star Wars Day, 1998.
It's getting on a bit then.
It is. We'll get on to that in a minute. A couple of little facts there, Tracey. Do you want to?
Every minute of full force air during the show is enough air to fill more than 4 full-size blimps.
That's quite a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
And Twister's piercing sound system, runs at 110 decibels, which is as loud as a rock concert.
Oh, that's pretty loud. I actually know another little fact. Not about the ride.
Is it polite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, Twister Ride It Out's based on the film with Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt.
Who couldn't stand each other.
Yeah, apparently. Which you see, that's why they filmed separately in the pre-show. Twister was the first film to ever be released on DVD.
Was it now?
Yes.
Oh. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Right.
Now, was this the ride that they delayed the opening of?
I don't know.
If you give me a second, I will just find out. Originally, Universal planned to open it in March 98. However, in the weeks just before the planned opening, several large tornadoes ripped through central Florida and a lot of people were killed. So, out of respect for the families, and of course the aftermath of that, they delayed opening until May the 4th.
Yeah, a whole 2 months.
I know, it's not long, but,
Yeah, I suppose it does show a little bit of tact. But yeah. Another interesting fact we've just found out there, that where Twister is now used to host the old Ghostbusters attraction, which I didn't even know existed. It was only because, give him a name check again, go on Craig. Craig Lucas was mentioning the other night when we were talking to him, which actually sounded really cool.
I'd rather they swapped it back.
Well, yeah, anyway, we'll get on to that. Quick one there I've left out, it is part of the Express Plus, the Universal Express Plus, but I don't honestly think you would need to use it.
No, I've never ever seen anything longer than a 5-minute wait time.
The problem is, we might as well get onto it, our opinions of it. The problem with Twister is that even when it's quiet, the queue area, that pre-show is quite long.
I think I've just blocked it from my memory.
Well, we've been to Florida, 3 times now?
Mm-hmm.
We've only been on that once.
Yeah,
and we spent a lot of time in Universal Studios.
We did come out rather underwhelmed.
It's that pre-show's really long and not particularly exciting. The attraction itself is, technologically, it's very clever.
Yes, it is. To be able to create a tornado, the forces and everything.
Set everything back.
Yeah.
To do it again 20 minutes later, but it's the technology for the actual stuff, it looks outdated now when you compare it to...
When you look around the park and what else there is, it's just underwhelming.
To be quite honest, there's a lot of things in there that look a bit out of date now, but anyway, we'll get onto them as and when. But yeah, it's just, we didn't even take the kids when we went last time. We sort of said that we would take the kids on everything once, even though we didn't like it, they would get to experience. You never know, they might like it, but that was something you just, do you know what, it's not even worth taking you on.
I think that Jade would have actually freaked at the sound levels.
A lot of younger kids would find it quite frightening, and from what I've heard for people who have taken the kids in, because you're all stood on the same level, they won't see anything anyway unless you get right at the front.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think let's say it's been open 13 years. It's quite a long time.
It is. It's ready for a change.
As if it was a huge film when it was out.
Well, I've seen it once and I've never been in a particular rush to see it again.
I like Bill Paxton, it was alright. It just went through that spate, wasn't it, in the 90s where we had disaster movie after disaster movie. And it was alright, but it wasn't, it's had its day.
Yeah.
So, we would walk round the corner.
To the right.
And we would find what?
The Revenge of the Mummy.
Revenge of the Mummy. And would you like to let people know a few little bits and bobs about that one, Tracey?
Yeah. You mean apart from the fact that I love it and it's really cool?
We'll get on to that in a minute, thank you.
Well...
Stick to the format.
Ooh. Okay. Well, this ride catapults the guests at speeds of up to 45 miles an hour in virtual darkness. Now, does that mean almost darkness or virtual?
I think it
Darkness.
means almost. It's not virtual. You haven't got virtual reality goggles on.
Not yet.
No, I think virtual reality went out a long time ago.
And also, many of the Egyptian hieroglyphics on the walls spell out real words and ancient warnings, which
Okay.
I didn't actually know.
No. I do know that at some point in the queue, because Revenge of the Mummy now in where King Kong used to be.
Yeah.
And I know there are references to King Kong in there, in
Yes.
the hieroglyphics. I'm sure there's like a big gorilla and stuff in there.
Yeah, and apparently amongst the artifacts, there's the occasional banana
Alright.
or
That's
banana
cool.
skin, stuff like that.
That's good. You know, that Disney do that a lot, and it's nice to see that Universal
is.
like to do that as
Little
well.
nods to
old attractions.
yeah that were popular.
Yeah, but it opened on May 21st, 2004. So when we rode it that first time, it had only been open September, 4 months.
4 months. Not even that.
Yeah.
It's about 3.5 months.
The height restriction on it's 48 inches, which is what?
4 foot.
4 foot, yeah, because Jade
Yeah.
wasn't tall enough to ride it, was she?
Yeah, I have to stretch her out.
Yeah, it is participating in the Universal Express Plus, and I think it's one that in busy times you would need
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
because the queue's
and it's worth it as well.
one of the longest. See, do they have a separate entrance for the Express Pass like they do, like a Fast Pass? Do you go through a different bit?
You go in the same door, but it's a different set of
Because obviously
what they're called. I want to say switchbacks, but I don't know what that's.
it is a switchback.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
don't have the switchbacks. You just
So
go.
you miss all that. See, the queue,
Yeah,
I think to
and
do once, the queue's worth doing once, I
Oh
would say.
yeah, all the interaction you can get,
Yeah.
especially actually, it's worth doing it when it is busy, because there's people in there, so you get different interaction. And
There's
at peak
peop-
times, you do have
The characters hiding
characters,
about as well.
yeah,
That was cool.
which is quite cool.
Yeah,
And you've got places to place your hands
Yeah.
without
giving anything
giving
away.
any, you know, for
Yeah,
people who
that's
haven't
cool.
been. You know, and there's like little cameras where you can watch reactions of other people
Yeah.
to things happening, and you can also get told off for taking photographs,
But yeah,
can't you?
as
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. I'm going to give it for anybody who hasn't ridden it. It's classed as a roller coaster, but I think that would.
It's short burst
it's
roller
more
coaster,
of a dark
isn't it?
ride, isn't it?
It is.
Because there's no inversions. You don't go upside down. You know, it says it's only 45 miles an hour. I know Stephen Sommers, the guy who directed The Mummy, had a lot to do with the production side of the ride.
Which I think shows, because it does feel very much like being on set.
Well, you've got Brendan Fraser in the pre-show and the post-show.
And the post-show is really funny.
You know, there's some really good effects, but it is. I would say it's more
Cool
than a
effects.
dark ride. If somebody said to you, "Oh, it's a roller coaster," and you don't do roller coasters, you maybe go, "I don't do roller coasters." I think
Sounds
you'd be
worth-
doing it an injustice. I think it's more of a fast, dark ride.
With a drop.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, there's one drop, a little bit in the middle
A hill.
that is a shock, but not horrible.
No.
But yeah, you know, when Stephen Sommers did it, he wanted it to be. I'm trying to remember what the tagline they gave it. It was a. I called it a psychological roller coaster. It was to prey on your fears of dark, bugs, fire.
Mummies.
Yeah, the idea
we
was a
see run about the
psychological roller
streets
coaster. That's
every
what
day.
because I remember watching a video. I don't know whether it was on one of the pre-planning the DVDs. You know, you get through from
Yeah.
Universal. Can't remember if it was on there or whether I saw something on the telly about him.
Or an extra
going
on the
through.
film.
It might have been
Yeah.
actually. It might have been on the DVD. Yeah, for the film, saying that he wanted to be like a psychological to prey on all those little. I can't
yeah.
remember what it was. It's like all the phobias, whatever they are. I can't think. Whatever. What's the fear of darkness? Darkophobia. There's not like Twilightophobia or something.
No, that's fear of stupid films
Film.
about stupid vampires.
I can't remember. Anyway.
Anyway.
There was like a list of about 5 of these phobias that it was supposed to prey on. But I think if it's a roller coaster, you think I don't do roller coasters. I would treat it more like a dark ride. If you can do
I would do it and do it the last ride of the day.
Big Thunder
if
Mountain,
you were-
if you can do Big Thunder Mountain, you can do The Mummy.
Yeah.
Ride wise, I would say
Yeah, but if
Big
you're still
Thunder
not sure, I
Mountain's
would say
more-
give it a go, but do it the last ride of the day. So if you did it, because sometimes people do come off, they don't feel well after these things.
Yeah.
You're not ruining the rest of your day then.
But yeah, I would.
You know.
You know, if you're on the fence about it, I would say do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we know that the ride that well. We know where the camera is and just spend our time pulling silly faces. Now I'm actually going to tell a funny story. I do believe
I'm a
our
bit worried.
friends Mark and Michelle we
Oh,
went
yes.
out with our friends Mark and Michelle.
Hello.
Hi, Mark and Michelle. They went over the year before last, and Mark and his brother or his brother-in-law? Brother-in-law, because it's Shell's family, isn't it?
Yeah.
Went on the Mummy, and they knew where the camera was as well, and they pretended to kiss.
Oh, yes. Do you know, I was wondering where you were going with
And
this.
they went back on the
Mark,
Mummy
I'm so sorry.
first thing in the morning, and they went back on it later on in the day, and one of the guys working the ride was like, "Hey, you're the two guys that kissed."
I bet that photo's in the canteen or somewhere.
Keep it. But yeah, so opinions on it.
Oh, it's a must-do ride.
Brilliant
It is a
ride.
must-do
You know,
ride.
the
I love
Mummy's
it.
quite old now. When did that come out? I mean, even the second one's still quite old.
But the thing is, with when the film was set and everything, it's not going to date as quickly as anything that's set now.
I think the thing is, though, Brendan Fraser's one of those actors that, from what I can gather, people either really
Love him
like
or-
him or
Yeah.
he grates on them.
Oh, I love him.
I like him, but I think it's a good ride. Now, I have heard people comment that because the queue's so long, the pre-show, there's like a story as it goes through,
Yeah.
but because you're whizzing through,
You
you don't
miss
actually
it.
get that story.
That's what I'm saying. If it is peak, don't automatically just go for your fast pass or whatever it's called.
Express Pass.
Express
come on, we're not
Pass.
Disney.
And whiz through. It would actually, if you've got the time, it would be worth joining the queue.
I mean, we've done the full queue before.
Oh yeah.
It's hard work on your feet. And
I'm just thinking about going up the stairs and what's heading
anyway,
down the stairs. Just
yeah.
it's
if
brilliant.
you're into Egyptology and stuff, it's well worth a go through.
Absolutely.
Definitely. But yeah, I think I would say that's still got a decent life. A lot of people
Oh,
go in
yeah.
now and go, "What? I don't know what the Mummy is," but everybody
It's still a
knows
very popular
mummies.
ride.
I think the thing is as well, it fits in well with Universal Studios because the Mummy is a classic Universal film. The originals, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, and the Mummy's one of the original Universal. That's
It
what
is,
they're
yes.
famous for. So I think it still has its place in the park,
Absolutely.
very much so.
Yeah.
So big thumbs up from me.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Same here.
Love it.
Yeah.
Right, Tracey, this one we would
Yes.
go back round a little bit to where we came, and then a little side street just round there. What would we find round there?
On Delancey Street,
It is Delancey Street,
we'd find the Blues Brothers.
the Blues Brothers. And would you like to tell people what the Blues Brothers are for those that have not seen it? Not the
Jake.
film. We know what
Well,
the film is.
We have Jake and Elwood Blues giving an impromptu concert, really, on the street to the people on the street.
Very
And
much.
it's
Go on.
brilliant.
I shall read what bump we got in it. It says it's on an outdoor stage located on the New York backlot area and is for all guests and has no height restrictions. Direct from the gritty streets of Chicago, get ready for the sweet, soulful sounds of Jake and Elwood Blues. Hang on. Chicago's not in New York, is it? I know my
No.
my American geography isn't
Yeah.
brilliant, but
I do think there are a few miles between New York and Chicago.
I'm not actually sure where. Isn't Chicago the Windy City?
Yes.
I don't know where it is.
Well, Michelle's from Chicago. She doesn't have a New York accent.
Right.
Different Michelle.
Yeah.
It is. It's toe-tapping good.
Yeah, I mean, it says there, growing up together in a Rock Island City orphanage, Jake and Elwood learned the blues at a young age from their friend Curtis, the friendly orphanage janitor. He taught Jake to belt out the tunes while Elwood learned to play a mean blues harp. Now Jake and Elwood, wearing their trademark dark suits, pork pie hats and matching sunglasses, take the stage every day at Universal Studios, accompanied by the vocal talents of Mabel the waitress and her sax-playing lesser half, Jazz. The Blues Brothers may have left the Windy City behind,
There you go.
but they've brought with them the high-energy music and attitude that is distinctively Chicago in New York. Okay.
Tips must be better or something like that. What's nice about it though is when they've finished the set, when they finish the live show, they come down, they mingle,
Yeah, no, I've got photos
and they
with them.
don't break character, which they shouldn't anyway. And the photos we've got. Of course, I missed most of it because somebody needed the toilet.
No, we never watched them last time.
You were there. I was in the toilet with Young'un again.
We didn't see them last time. We didn't go to see the show
No,
last
you
time.
caught. But you caught more. We caught the end. You caught more than I did.
No, we were in the Mummy when you was that, because I do believe you've got Jade on video dancing to it.
No, we were opposite the Mummy.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
well, that's
music
around
was
the
still
corner.
going on behind you.
Oh.
But yeah, like I said, they come out in the iconic
Under the
Blues Brothers police car, don't they?
Yes.
Jump on the stage, blast out a few songs.
And of course, before and after you see them driving around
It's
the
really
park
good.
itself, it is.
It's a filler attraction.
Yeah.
Going back a little bit, very much like Twister. I know Twister's garbage, and we would quite happily, excuse me, get rid of it. But you need
Windy City.
attractions like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is a great time, a great show to just take time out, find out when it's going to be on, grab yourself a drink, stand in the shade, recharge your batteries and just enjoy some great music and a really
Disney
great atmosphere.
Would call like an A, B, or C attraction.
Yeah, just a bit of street theatre, isn't it? It's
Just something to take the crowds away from, as Disney call them, the e-ticket attractions,
Yeah.
the top rides in the park. Just a little something you go, the queue for
the Mummy.
the Mummy's an hour. Oh, can't be bothered. Oh, we'll go and watch this.
Yeah.
It's good for me. Live music and live performances and stuff in the park, even at Disney as well, it's starting to dwindle now, and it's a shame because I like that.
It does. It gives you that interaction that's immediate. You've got immediate gratification. You feel good because you've got this upbeat vibe. The people around you are enjoying it. It does.
But it's live music.
Yeah,
Disney have
it's
started doing these dance parties are all the rage in Disney now, and it's a DJ and it's the kids love it, but it's just like, what's the point?
But there's
live music.
Yeah.
That's what you want, and Universal do it very well.
Yes, and the fact that they are actually singing, they're not miming or anything, and it's well worth taking the time out to go and see.
Am I wrong in thinking that's where we met Doc Brown as well, around that area? Isn't the train just along from that off Back to the Future in the DeLorean?
Oh, yeah, the other side of Delancey Street.
Yeah.
Near the lagoon.
Like where you would...
edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the old... the train time machine from Back to the Future.
3,
yeah. And the DeLorean from all of them. And I wouldn't say he's there all the time, but we happened to bump into Doc Brown last time and we got our picture. He was brilliant. And it's totally in character. But again, Back to the Future, it's one of those that the films have been out for ages, the ride's been gone for quite a while now, yet they keep that in there, and I think it's good for those returning visitors that they go, oh cool, Doc Brown, for people our age. I mean,
as you know,
oh brilliant.
I love the films. I was never enamoured with the ride. But the fact that the DeLorean's there, just
still cool.
Geek me comes out.
Well, it is, isn't it? It's like it's still that, Back to the Future were iconic films when we were kids. You're like, oh, brilliant.
Well, look, if it's on the TV now, we still watch it again and again and again.
Yep.
Some films do have a long life.
Right. So that's it. There's not a lot of attractions in New York, but then again, it's not a massive area. So we shall continue.
I'll tell you where we've never actually stopped and just smelt the roses, so to speak, is the Central Park area. It's always just used as a pass-through.
That's not in New York.
Central Park is in New York. Was last time I did my American geography.
Yeah, but the Central Park in Universal Studios is...
Funny.
That little bit where Carmen's veranda is.
That's not Central Park.
What is it then?
Oh,
Are you talking about the statue in the middle of it?
Right, you've got Twister.
Yeah,
and then you've got
that
your
little
facades.
square thing, and it's
There's
got like
a
a Nelson's column type thing in the middle of it. Is that what
That's
you're
on the
on
other
about?
side of the bloomin' park.
What?
You're talking about where Carmen's veranda
I'm not on
is.
about that. The statue thing in the middle of it, that's what's over there. The Monsters Cafe is there, Twister's there. You go around the Mummy and there's like a square, and it's got like a column
Before you get
thing.
to the Mummy, I don't know, there's a column. I've only ever passed through it.
Anyway.
We need to go back so I can prove you wrong.
I didn't say it would prove me wrong.
Yeah, but it's a good excuse to go back. Anyway, dining.
Dining, you were the one that started waffling on.
Shut up.
So, not many dining options in New York, but this is where... Now, I've started researching this, and we give Universal a bad rep for its food. And do you want to know something, Tracey?
We've been wrong.
No. Well, I don't know. Because we haven't actually eaten that much in here.
We haven't. We always go to the same places.
Well, we tend not to really eat.
No, it's snacking we tend to do.
Yeah, I mean, where the first one you come across, I'm trying to work out where this is. It's been a while since we went. I'm assuming that's just down from the Mummy.
Yeah, it's Delancey Street again. The end. Blues Brothers are one end.
You sure?
Finnegan's Bar and Grill's the other. Yeah.
Anyway. So, yeah, Finnegan's Bar and Grill. Oh, it is. No, it says there. Oh, it says, yeah. Located on Delancey Street near Mummy's Revenge.
I can read.
It's not called the Mummy's Revenge. Anyway, daily happy hour. I shall read this bit then. So it serves traditional Irish-American cuisine, complete with live entertainment. Cool.
I couldn't eat live entertainment, though.
Very funny. Fish and chips, corned beef and cabbage.
That's what I want to try, because their corned beef is different to ours.
Irish. It's Irish.
Yeah, but it's not like our corned beef, which comes in the tins. Funny.
Guinness beef stew, sandwiches, salads, and it is casual, full service. If you'd like to make a reservation, they are accepted. That's good to know.
It is good to know.
At 407 224 3613 for lunch and dinner daily, and they also have vegetarian foods and a healthy choice.
Yep. I've got to say, I have looked online at the menu, which is...
You've managed to find a menu?
I did find a menu somewhere. I've got it bookmarked because it's one of the places I actually fancy eating, because you know how fussy I can be. And this has got... I mean, that little list hasn't done it any particular sort of justice. They have this big long list. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive. It's what I would call it's the right price.
Well, if you read this other bit here I've got, it says, start with the irresistible Irish soda bread with apple butter.
Ooh.
Then treat yourself to such authentic Irish dishes as potato and leek soup, bangers and mash, shepherd's pie, corned beef and cabbage, Guinness beef stew, as we said, fish and chips, and more.
They do have a children's menu as
All
well,
right.
which some of it is like just smaller portions of the adult menu, which is great because kids too often get palmed off with fish fingers and chips.
Or they
sausage
have to go
and
from
chips.
the adults menu, and it's half the time it's far too much for me. It says that Finnegan's also offers other menu choices, including salad sandwiches, burgers, fish, steak, and more. So it sounds like they've got a really wide range of stuff, doesn't it?
But I've been quite impressed by what I've been reading.
You can also enjoy a wide range of imported and domestic draft beers, bottled beers, cocktails, and specialty drinks. And Finnegan's 5 beer samplers, which include a souvenir glass, are a favourite.
I'll just try that.
Yeah,
There you go. I'll go and try that and do a segment.
Yeah, and then what? And then go on the Mummy.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
The pub also frequently features live music, so you can sing along to your favourite pub songs or learn some new ones. It sounds really, really good.
And I have heard that the atmosphere is amazing.
I think the problem with places in Universal, especially these two here, we haven't gone on to the other one yet, but because of the facade of New York, they don't stand out as being restaurants. Obviously not being from New York and never been to New York. They tend to blend in. You look at that picture there of where Finnegan's is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you could quite easily walk past that and not realise that it's like I think it says casual, full service restaurant. You could quite easily walk past that and not realise what it is.
It took me a while to actually realise that I knew where it was.
Yeah. But I tell you what, after reading just that little bit there without looking at the menu, I would say that's somewhere I would consider next time. You know, we've sat and said on numerous occasions, got the food in Universal's crap. But then you come across, when you actually start looking into it better, you realise how good.
Yeah.
I mean, it says there, I don't know how old this is, but the price ranges from $10 to $18, and that's not expensive, is it really?
No.
No.
I mean, even if you added another $10 on that, it's still not hugely expensive.
No.
You know.
Come on then, next one we come to.
Next one would be Louis' Italian Restaurant.
See, another one, it just sort of blends in. You look at it and it doesn't... I mean, it looks...
Oh, I know where that is. It's next...
Isn't that where that statue is?
Yeah, that's what...
Because you look, that's just going round into the San Francisco area.
Do you want to know something? Well, there's a fruit stall next door which actually has like apples and stuff that are in ice buckets.
Right.
The green and white striped awning, I actually thought it was an ice cream parlour.
Right.
I realised where it is.
Yeah.
It does look like an ice cream parlour.
It does.
Apart
I'm
from it
sure
says
that's
bar
just
and grill.
where you're starting to get down towards the lagoon again. Like the other, where Delancey Street comes out and it comes round from where you come up from Shrek.
So yes, it's lunch and dinner daily. Pasta, pizza, espresso bar, Italian desserts, and Starbucks. Do they get in everywhere?
Yeah, in America, well, and over here now as well. But yeah, they got vegetarian and a healthy choice as well.
Which I think that's now standard, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll quick go in for that one. It's counter service.
Yeah.
And following on from our segment on our last show, it does participate in the meal deal.
Which is good for people to know.
It is, yes.
Yes.
Do you want to read a little bit of bump out there?
Yes. Now prepare yourself, because you might rub elbows with Michael Corleone himself at Louise.
Ooh.
Which allegedly is the Italian restaurant home to the Bronx's best pizza, spaghetti and meatballs, fettuccine, meatball subs, salads, plus gelato and Italian ice.
I've never had gelato, but everybody
Well,
says.
apparently it's the best.
Yeah, it's open from 11 a.m. to park close daily. But yeah, another place that, I'll be honest, I think next time we go, it's somewhere I will stick my head in and have a look.
Yeah.
You know, just for like a meatball sub or something
I
like
know.
that. It sounds really, really good.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look that big, does it? I think it goes
I
round
wonder how the
corner.
pizza and pasta is, you know, with Orlando's reputation for the water.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's freshly made or whether it's shipped in.
It sounds really, really nice. Like I say, excuse me.
Keeping you up, dear.
It's not even that late, is it?
That's 9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock in the evening. But yeah, you know, I think we've obviously not having been and being able to taste the food, but we've always said the choice has been fairly poor. But then, like you say, researching this, you go, well, there's two places that I think we'll go and have a try next
You know,
time.
if anybody's been to either Finnegan's or Louise, give us a shout. Let us know what you thought.
Yeah, drop us an email. That's
Because
good.
you know, it'd be great to have first-hand experience of
good,
it.
Good call there, Tracey. Yeah, it's a good one. So yeah,
Not just a pretty face. See?
listen to the end of this show and we'll give you the ways to contact us. But yeah, if anybody's eaten at either of them, good experience,
Good
bad
or bad,
experience,
yeah.
let us know. Brilliant. Yep. One more little eatery there. There is a Ben & Jerry's stand. And it says, Vermont's favourite ice cream makers bring their best to Universal Studios. This is no fake movie set. This ice cream parlour features Ben & Jerry's unmistakable ice cream in waffle cones, sundaes and shakes, plus delicious smoothies. Actually, I think that's the one that's open from 11 to park close, not the other one. Yes. I don't think that's the one we got them from.
It is.
No, I don't think it is, because we went for the one near the toilets in the San Francisco area. It looks like there's the toilets with the red awnings over the thing. It's round because we sat round the corner
more than
there.
One, then.
I think so, because we sat round there and ate. Actually, we might have got them there and walked down, but I remember where we ate them. But those waffle cone ice creams were amazing. We had the hot toffee sauce on as well.
I know I don't do ice cream or desserts or anything like that really, but they were to die for.
They were amazing.
But Ben & Jerry's ice cream is
it is, you're right.
very
And
good.
I
Bloody expensive. But
see,
very
I don't.
good.
It is over here. I don't remember it being expensive over there, because normally I would balk at the price if it was how much it was. You know, we can go at the pictures. Sorry for our American listeners, that's the cinema. We could go at the cinema over here and get a tiny little tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream for like £3.
16 quid.
£3. So like, what's that? About $5.
About 4 mouthfuls
of
of I eat
tub.
it.
They're a right rip off.
No.
But yeah, that pretty much does it for the dining. But it's opened my eyes a little bit to it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Why have we not eaten at these places?
I don't know.
We've
Probably because I just go
always
corn dog.
and complained. Let's be honest, in Universal Studios, for an actual meal, we've eaten at one place.
Right, you're going to have to jog my
Other
memory.
than snack stands. I'm not going to get there because we're not there yet. We'll discuss it when
Tell
we
me
get round
later.
to that area. But we've only eaten at one place in Universal as far as I can think.
I can't even think.
We've had snacks about, but I think we've only actually eaten at one proper dining location. It could well be on our next segment. Actually, it's
I'm
not.
just
It's on the
wondering
one
how
after
memorable
that.
it actually was, because I don't remember.
But then Islands of Adventure's the same. We've only really eaten at 3 places in there. And yet we've complained how bad the food is.
Yeah, but we do tend to go around these parks sort of focused on getting everything in. So
That's the
eating is
problem.
just by the by. Let's just get something down our necks and
Well, we normally go to Ponderosa for breakfast, so it's, it's
We're
with
stuffed
the
up.
parks closing early. You tend to go. You'll have something quick for dinner, and then go out to somewhere on our drive. Usually Chili's on the way home.
Or Bubba Gump now we've discovered.
Yep.
Bubba Gump.
Right. Anyway, so
Yes.
that's it for the dining. Next, we bring us on. We've only got a couple of shops here. So Tracey, the first one,
Aftermath.
which we would be located where?
Well, after you've been in Twister.
That'll be it.
And I've got to say, looking at the picture, obviously I was really impressed with this shop because it doesn't even look familiar.
No, I think you say it was.
I think we probably just walked out going, okay, what have we just
7
done there?
years. You look at it, it's cool though. They've got like the little tractors. Oh, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
It looks
And you
quite
can buy
good.
your cows. As it says, we've got cows.
Yep, go on then. What does it say?
You know, it says, check out all the great merchandise that turned up in the wake of Twister. Twister, write it out. The storm's blown in, lots of great Twister, and yes, cow-themed apparel, toys, souvenirs, and collectibles.
It's quite funny. Little spiel there, but you know,
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
wonder how much stuff they actually sell in there now. You know, how many people go in the attraction and then go, oh, I've got to get myself a Twister t-shirt.
yeah. Or Twister tractor.
Or a cow. Mind you, I bet they probably sell a lot of cow stuff. Just because they're cows and people like cows.
And tractors.
Yep, and then our last thing in the area, all together, we're going to close off our tour of New York, would be Sahara Traders, which you would find at the exit to Mummy, quite literally, because as
it's
usual,
come
you
down the
exit
ramp.
through
Through
a
it.
gift shop. This theme park's nicely managed to,
What's
what's
merchandising?
the
isn't
word
it?
I want to use,
Corral.
into that shop. But that's from what I know, it's always a good
But it makes sense. It's good financial sense.
a good store actually. So it says part Middle Eastern bazaar, part museum gift shop. This store features a treasure trove of items excavated from the sands of Egypt. You'll uncover mummy-themed apparel, toys, novelty hats, Egyptian statues, jewellery and gifts.
Now, I'd just like to interject that having actually been to Egypt, with you of course, to a proper Egyptian bazaar, and as we called it, it was full of,
Tat.
or tut,
Tut.
as we called it, this shop sells plenty of it.
It's
You
not
know,
bad, some good stuff. Didn't you get
there is.
your bum bag from there?
A fanny pack.
There, for the American listeners, yeah, fanny pack. We call it a bum bag. That's where yours came from, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a replacement for the one that exploded. Not literally, but
Yeah.
it did break.
Some cool
Yeah.
t-shirts in there, mugs
Yeah.
and fridge magnets, all that. Some really
yeah.
good stuff. And we don't think we've
You
actually
can
ever.
buy all sorts of
apart from
jewellery and
that,
everything in there.
I think we've maybe got a press penny.
Have to have the press penny.
Apart from your bum bag, we've never bought anything else in there. But we always, it's one of those, even
You
when
always have
we
a look
come out the
around
ride,
and-
we'll always just,
Yeah.
as you walk
See what's
out,
new.
we'll have a look. Always, even however many times you ride the ride, it's not somewhere you'll head straight out of.
No.
It's quite eye-catching. There's some really good stuff in there. So,
Yeah.
that brings us to the end of our tour of New York. We hope
Yes.
it enlightened everybody listening. For those that haven't been, for those that have been, I hope it sort of brought back a few memories and you enjoyed our opinions of it. Thank you for touring the area with me, Tracey.
No problem. Safe journey home.
Yep, right. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Right, I've had an email from Tracey Cook, who's the author of Vacation Field Guides. We've been chatting on Twitter, and she's asked if our listeners can help her out with something. So I'll read out the email. My Kid Tip for Walt Disney World book is expanded to include kid tips for Universal Orlando and SeaWorld Orlando. I'm looking for kids between the ages of 7 to 15 to fill out a short survey. I'll try to include as many of these new tips in the next book. If there's any way you can mention this to your listeners, which is obviously what I'm doing now, I would greatly appreciate it. So if you have a child aged 7 to 15 and you're happy for them to answer some questions, I'll give you the website where you can go, which is www.vacationfieldguides.com, and look under explore/surveys. You can also find her on Twitter, which is twitter.com/wdwfieldguide. So go and help Tracey out. She'd greatly appreciate it, and so would we. Thank you.
Right, well, once again, that brings us to the end of the show. I'd like to put a shout out there for people to submit their spew stories.
Please don't mention spew after the day we've had with the daughter.
No.
Yes. Anyway, we've already had a couple, but would love and need more, as we hope to bring you that segment in the next few shows.
For those that might not have listened to the earlier ones, SPEW is the Society for the Promotion of Employee Welfare.
Yeah, so it's just if you've had a good experience with a universal employee, tell us about it. People are too quick to complain, not quick enough to praise.
Exactly. They have a bad reputation, and generally I think a lot of them, aren't very good, but there are the odd one out there that goes above and beyond, and I think they deserve a bit of
recognition.
That's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We've also been discussing that we've had a suggestion, and it's something that's been rattling through my head. A suggestion by Craig Lucas.
Hello, Craig.
Yeah, I think his name gets mentioned on every show. Of starting a new segment where we're hoping to have guests on discussing their Universal trip reports.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just like to say thanks to the guys over at Your Mousecast, because it was sort of their idea, because they do it for Disney trip reports.
Yeah.
But everyone always goes on their show and they'll go, oh, we spent so many days at Disney, and then we sort of spent a couple of days just down the road at that other place.
Yeah.
And the idea was that they can come on to ours and discuss the Universal
Yeah.
trip reports.
I think it's a really good idea. Any excuse for a gossip.
That's it.
Yeah. So I would like to just say thanks to Alan, Chris and Steve. And anyone who has any SPEW stories, would you like to come on and tell us about your Universal trips? Or if you've got any questions or comments, you can email us at unofficialuniversal@yahoo.co.uk.
So that's it for another one. Thanks very much for joining us. Tracy, thanks very much for being on the show, mate.
Couldn't do it without me.
I couldn't, you're right. Goodbye.
Bye.
And remember, live the adventure.
That does it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Between shows, we'd love for you to get in touch. So email us with your spews, funny schmits, comments, questions, and news to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Keep up with what's going on every day by following us on Twitter at UUOPodcast, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/UUOPodcast, follow us on Instagram and Pinterest at UUOPodcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UUOPodcast, and don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? Then head over to uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. You can also find us on Stitcher Radio and at micepod.com. Come find us on our partner site, micechat.com, join the forums, and say hello. So thanks for listening, and remember, be adventurous.
This has been a MicePod.com presentation.
MiceChat.com